So now we request Professor Dr. Sudhir Gawane, Vice Chancellor, MGM University, Aurangabad, who is the theme speaker, to kindly address the media conclave. And his time is 10 minutes we have given. And I hope that Dr. Gawane will be completing his speech within this time.
At the outset, let me congratulate Utkal University and the organizer of the 4th National Media Conclave, Professor Padhi, Sunil Kant, and his team for organizing such a wonderful, consistent sessions on discussing the very important communication issues, not only for India, but for the whole world. And universities are meant for that. They cannot limit themselves to the regions or the countries, for the nations, for the whole world and for the whole nature they have to think of and act upon. And therefore, such organizer is very important, and the supporters are equally important. So I congratulate Padhi sir, as well as Vice Chancellor of Utkal University, Patnaik sir, for supporting him every year. The theme of this year, communication for social change, and therefore my friend Maji from Dr. Ambedkar Foundation is here today. He was the champion of the social change. Let me initially share the definition of the democracy which Dr. B.R. Ambedkar has defined himself, which is not being taught in the political science departments in universities and colleges. I feel very sorry for that. He said, democracy is an order which makes socio-economic revolution without any bloodshed. Socio-economic revolution without any bloodshed, that is the definition of the democracy. He has given purpose to the democracy. And democracy stands for demos and cracy. Demos stands for deprived sections. And cracy stands for authority. Providing authority to the people who have been deprived for centuries. If we start giving them power, empowering them, upgrading their socio-economic status, giving them pathways to participate in a democratic process of government making and not making, about policies, decision making. It is not just voting. It is just designing the pathways of the future of your country. So Dr. Ambedkar has given purpose to the democracy. And that purpose is forgotten. Most of the time we see that that purpose is being forgotten. And therefore I congratulate Utkal University, Vice Chancellor sir, as well as Professor Padhi, for taking up this very important issue of today's times, and also futuristic, I will say, to have this particular topic for the 4th conclave. I am thankful to Utkal University for inviting me to speak on the theme, because this very subject is at the core of my heart. As MP Bhartwari Mehtab was describing, in democratic processes, in a non-violent way, we should be able to emphasize the child's eye or critical eye that is required for the progress. And if we close our minds and our eyes and we do not see the lacunas as well as the progress happening in our country, appreciating progress and development, appreciating initiative of development, as well as identifying weakness of the system, society at large. And for that, society is required to be educated. The life of democracy is in the hands of people. And people's thoughts processes, thinking processes, opinions are built by the media. So we can say, if media is constructive enough, constructive doesn't mean just praising. Constructive means having a purpose of social change, economic change in our society, the ideals of our society, the values of our society. And therefore, as our Honorable Minister, Petroleum Minister, Dharmendra Pradhan, has initiated one single scheme. Through that, he has empowered 8 crore women by giving them gas connections free of cost. This is the purpose of social justice. Such initiations from every ministry, from every state, every political party are required to come forth. Empowerment, process of empowerment, social empowerment. And many a times change doesn't occur easily. It cannot occur just by law. As the Mehtab, our Honorable Mehtab, former Chief Minister and great freedom fighter, Hari Krishna Mehtab, has himself initiated, when he was Chief Minister, he initiated social change by his action, by non-violent way. Because a lot of things are beyond power of the power. And therefore, social initiatives are very important. And through the Prajatantra and for the temple entry program, he started, as Dr. Ambedkar has started in Maharashtra, he started his own journals like Bahishkrut Bharat, Samata, Mook Nayak, Voice of the Voiceless. All these newspapers were the change agent. And every element in our society have to be a change agent. Then and then only change will occur steadily. Socio-economic revolution without any bloodshed. And therefore, when I study how the development communication and communication for social change, how there is a interconnect between these two elements of our society. The nature is ever changing. Likewise, every element, every system or subsystem of society is ever changing. Change is permanent, but no element is permanent. That changing society, changing thoughts, changing strategies are required for every state, every situation, because every situation is new. And therefore, we have to learn from the nature. As my friend Sunil Behra mentioned about the environmental issues. My friends, why we are facing corona? It's a zoonotic disease. COVID-19 is a zoonotic disease which has come from the animal kingdom. Why it has come? United Nations Environmental Program says it is because we have made aggression on the nature. We are trying to destroy the biodiversity. And because of that, these calamities, health calamities are coming to us. And like dinosaur is nowhere extincted. So we would be extincted if we are attacking the nature, without caring the nature, without preserving the nature. So the biggest challenge before our human societies across the world is to preserve nature, preserve environment, preserve biodiversity. Then and then only we can sustain and we can develop. And therefore, when we think of social change, we have to integrate into the protection of the Mother Earth into that. And if we do without that, most developed countries which were preaching themselves, they are having the best of the best health infrastructure, they have failed miserably. We have seen that. And our country in education, in terms of education and health, it is poorest of poor. So what is our priority? Defense preparedness or the nature's defense preparedness and defending human life on the earth? I will say, whatever we are investing in the defense preparedness, all the nations in the world should decide that next 20 years will not invest on the defense preparedness, will not have wars in next 20 years, and we will just concentrate on preserving Mother Earth and providing health and education to all. That kind of change in the mindset for the social change, for the economic change is required. In next 5 minutes, I will conclude myself as has been asked. In development communication or communication for social change, all academicians know the galaxy of eminent academicians are here, and I want to learn from them too. So we know that Daniel Lerner and Wilbur Scram are one of the pioneers in 50s and 60s. And Lerner's book, Passing of Traditional Society, published in 1958. And Wilbur Scram's book, National Mass Media and Development, 1964. And Edward Rogers' book, 1978. And then in 1980s, Robert Hornick come forth with international study that how social change appears. And he has studied Latin America, Africa, Nicaragua, Tanzania, Senegal, India, China, Korea, Asian countries. And he studied the process of development and how communication plays a role. And what kind of role, in what way, in what fashion in developmental changes of societies. And he found in his research, I would like to quote that. Let me quote that. First, he found communication to be useful complement to development because communication functions as a catalyst, organizer, maintainer, equalizer, legitimator, motivator for social change. We have to remember this role of communication. Catalyst, organizer, maintainer, equalizer, legitimator, and motivator for social change. The second finding, Hornick says, development communication is effective only as a complementary strategy for the change, not change in itself. It cannot be a driving force. It's complementary strategy to changes in resources and environment. And finally, he said, the relationship between communication and change was more complex than previous research assumed. And his wide-ranging thinking about the social learning theory, about the social marketing theory, about the technology social change theory, about the evolutionary social change theory, Talcott Parsons to Durkheim, to all thinkers. I don't have time to describe all that. But I would like to invite your attention to the Professor Kenneth Arrow, Nobel laureate in economics. And in 1909, he got Nobel for information economics, a new branch of economics. And now we are experiencing knowledge economics in terms of knowledge society. So how the information and knowledge are driving forces of the social change and economic change, global change. And the technology, digital technology, has converted our globe into a network society, what is being called as network society. So every human being on this earth in next 5 to 7 years will be connected with each other through smartphone because of smartphone technology. And every human being, more than 7 billion people of the world, will be connected with each other and interacting with each other. And that experience we are gaining because of this COVID-19. So my say is, this technological changes happening, converting globe into a global village, that we are seeing what has been preached by Marshall McLuhan. We are experiencing that. And if you have to think on this verge of global issues, I will conclude with saying that social change is very important, in which, as we have seen the review, that we need that unless and until our people are well educated, people are sensitized, and their capacity building is done, in that the media can play a major role. Are we want to inflame the people, or we want to inform the people for social change? That's a big question. And now I have seen the media, mainstream media, is day by day forgetting their role and responsibilities, and they are diverting themselves for over commercialization of the media, and that is a big danger for the democracy as well as for media. The credibility of the media is at the question, and therefore their credibility can be proven if they focus on socio-economic change of the deprived section of our society, and they make our society changeable through playing a role of change agent and catalyst for the social change. I will conclude with the words that we all know that think globally and act locally. But I have expanded that sentence. There are many more opportunities in a global world, digitally driven education and digital driven world. Think globally, act globally. That is an opportunity structure. Think locally, act locally. That is also an opportunity structure. Think locally, act globally. That is also an opportunity structure. So wide variety of opportunity structures are there, and wide variety of challenges are there. And unless and until we will concentrate ourselves in preserving the very nature, Mother Earth, then and then only our so-called development will be useful and sustainable. So now we are facing the sustainability of the life. Then we can think of sustainability of the development. For me, this is very important, and it is our duty as a human being. We are so-called very talented and very powerful animals on the planet. We have to think that your survival is at the stake. And for your survival, the survival of the Mother Earth is very important. Otherwise, a lot more zoonotic diseases will attack us, and we'll be nowhere. Whether we want to dinosaur, or whether we want to be change maker and provider of the life to the earth and preserve the earth, is very important task before us. Thank you very much for once again inviting me. Thank you all dignitaries. Thank you all eminent galaxy of media experts. And thank you Padi sir and Vice Chancellor of the Utkal University for inviting me to express my thoughts. I am grateful to you. Jai Hind.